Bo. Hello. Okay, time to continue from disc 3. Okay, let us be off. Okay, so now that we got the team back together, we have the 2 dolls needed to get the green key. But we're going to have to do quite a bit of backtracking to get the said key. Okay, so I got Edward equipped with a sword now because I need to start working on his sword skill. Well, two-handed sword skill, I should say. We're basically going to have to go all the way back to where we started the second disc. Close to it, anyway. Also, Zenith, I was looking into it, and you were completely right about the pendant. It's not just about having it for an ending. You don't have the pendant, you can't fight the final boss at all. It kills you instantly. I'll have to show the cutscene about it. Oh, without the pendant, it's just a straight game over. You don't even get to fight it. It's just a cutscene that shows the main characters getting killed. I'll have to show it. And, yeah, you have until a certain point before you can no longer backtrack. But, we're still a ways off from that. Plus, I do have the pendant, so it's not a big deal. I don't think you even need to have it equipped. I think you just need to have it in general. Oh, I am maxed out. I did get another pen. What was it? A brooch? Oh, it's an air brooch. Okay, so this will be best for Edward, believe it or not. You know, it's crazy. I have equipment for my whole team, both slots, but I have not gotten a single piece of armor the entire game. Yeah, look at that. Edward actually has MP now. Crazy, huh? Here they are. They read Valna and Vigna. See something green and shiny between the two bodies? It looks like the green key, but you can't get to it. Valna and Vigna are in the way. We will take it. As you try to take the key away, the mummies begin to speak. Valna says, "Give us back our dolls," and Vigna says, "Run, get away while you still can." Let's give them their dolls back. Once you give them the dolls, Vigna and Valna stop moving. You got the green key, which opens this door. Oh, nice, a potion. Another potion. Okay, let me take a look at my items real quick. So that's 20, 26. Alright, that's 45 items. You hear a young girl laughing softly. Suddenly, the furniture in the room starts to vibrate and space itself begins to twist. Ooh, this furniture's covered in blood. Ow. Honestly, it's not that big a deal, Zenith. Because if you're just gonna keep re-rolling for skills anyway, it's just gonna make the whole experience, it's just gonna make a more cohesive experience. I mean, I would use it. Buh. We good now? Are we back? Okay. Okay, goodbye to the chairs. Okay, goodbye to the furniture. Hey, Charlotte.
Charlotte, do you know what these are? They're letters from your mother.
My mother? Letters? There's so many.
Did you know that your mother was a queen of Hanover? It seems that after you were born in secret, your mother was locked up inside Alden Castle. Even while she was imprisoned there, she sent many letters to you here in the monastery. She never laid eyes on you, but she often imagined what you looked like. She dreamt of the day when she would be able to see you. Her letters never got to you, and she was never told of your death, so she continued to write you letters even after you died. Your mother loved you, Charlotte.
can't take this now. She's loving me? No. No. It's too scary. Hey, I feel warm. What's happening? No. Help me. You're not gonna forgive her. You love me? I hate you. I hate you. Don't break for me. You.
Charlotte, how does it feel to know you are loved?
Okay, goodbye to Charlotte. Now she can pass on knowing that her mother did actually care about her. Okay, so Koudelka already has a super high intelligence. So pumping more into intelligence probably wouldn't be particularly good anymore. If I can get at least like 75, 80 piety for both Koudelka and James, that would probably be ideal. Because the final boss, from what I remember, is a magic spamming bastard. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go for piety. Right, Edward, you're at 60. Okay, you've got a fairly high strength as it is, so I think I need to start buffing your vitality more. Wow, it's a bunch of junk! You got the Flare Brooch. So fun fact, this encounter here can actually go two ways. If you did not well, there's the way we did it, where we managed to purify her soul and she was able to pass on peacefully. If you did not get Sophia's letter, and if you didn't pray at her grave at the graveyard, you would actually you'd fight Charlotte as a mutated boss here. And she dropped something called a star brooch instead of a flare brooch. But the flare brooch is much better. Actually, it might be good for Edward, maybe? Boost intelligence, boost vitality by a good bit. Yeah, actually, this doesn't give a whole lot of... a terribly large amount of vitality, of piety. Alright, looking at it, I think that James probably benefits from this the most. Okay, yeah, we're gonna give that to him. Right, we'll equip that earth ring. Maybe? Yeah, we'll equip that earth ring over the air brooch. Okay, so heal for James probably is going to take 4 more casts, and then it'll upgrade to heal level 2. Okay, a Listel. And pistol rounds, they were both invisible. Okay, well there goes the blue key. Ah, okay. We've made it to Patrick's quarters. Oh no, the mage's strength has been lowered. We're doomed. Ah, okay. So that's a shortcut back to outside of the church. So that we can more easily get to the gargoyle. Okay. Okay, shotgun shells. Koudelka. There we go. Yep. Yep. Please, just climb the stair. This is so finicky. Hey, Roger Bacon. You know, I was actually looking him up, Roger Bacon was a real person. Like, aside from the whole immortal thing, he was actually a real person.
It's around here somewhere. Well, what took you so long?
Roger,
The mummy
I
that was
haven't...
in the coffin? Since when have you two been acquainted?
I am no mummy. My name is Roger Bacon, and I'm just like any normal old man.
Hey, I've been around for 20 years, and I have yet to run across an old man as abnormal as yourself.
I see. Well, I've been around for over 600 years, and I've seen plenty of abnormal people just like myself.
My dear old man, might you be related to the great warlock Roger Bacon, who made such a name for himself in the 13th century?
You are very knowledgeable. I am that warlock, Roger Bacon, you speak of.
You mean to tell me that you were born in 1210 and have remained alive and well until the present date of 1898?
Actually, to be precise, I was born in 1214.
Koudelka, what type of a joke is this?
That's my question.
This is no joke. I am the reputable Roger Bacon.
Very well then. If you were truly that Roger Bacon, then you'll be able to tell me with whom and where you studied.
Oh, that's easy. I entered Oxford in 1247 and studied under the tutelage of Robert Grosseteste. Although a good professor, I would not consider him to be a wise man. I penned my masterpiece, Opus Maius, as well as numerous other books on natural science. Being a visionary pioneer, I must say that my work has influenced generations of work that followed. But alas, in hindsight, that work pales in comparison to the work I did copying the Emigre Document for the Pope.
The Emigre Documents. I figured you would know about that book.
Of course. It took me 5 years to copy the book in its entirety. I know everything there is about the book.
What is it about?
Oh,
Is
it unravels the secrets of life that expand far beyond the largest field. It speaks of the secret rituals conducted by the ancient race of Fomors on immortality. The Fomors would claim the lives of the resurrected as their own. They reversed the laws of nature and the cycle of life. When the Druids took over the Celts, Alexander the Great penned the Emigre Documents in Greek for placement in the Great Library.
Resurrecting the dead.
Oh,
It is true.
The document has long been considered the most dangerous work of literature. It was safely guarded in the caverns of the Supreme Pontiff's quarters. But apparently, the book was not able to withstand the wears of time over generations. And the Pope decreed that a new edition be created by copying the full text. That is where I came in. The Pope requested that I copy the book word for word. And when the work was finished, apparently, I was supposed to be killed. But I am not one to be dealt with so carelessly. I secretly escaped, and eventually I made my way to the sacred land referred to in the text of the Emigre Document.
And the secret rituals? Don't tell me.
You need look no further than myself.
And you succeeded.
Though I cannot perform the same on others, yes, I have been able to escape the hands of death. But I have not been able to escape the roots of existence, which are the seeds of change. My body is not immune to change, as you can see by my hideous appearance. I've had nothing to do other than roam the earth for the last 300 years. I've seen all I can take of mankind's cruelty. So, I returned here for some rest. Well, enough of this gossip. I've got some research to do. May I ask to be left alone?
So yeah, Roger Bacon is a pretty cool character. I think he appears in pretty much all of the games. Even Koudelka doesn't do that. Yeah, Koudelka shows up here in Shadow Hearts 1. After that, we don't see her again. And to be fair, Spook, if he was really born in like 1200 something, he's been alive for 600 years. 700 years. So imagine all the atrocities he's seen in that time. You found a gramophone, but it can't be played as there's no disc inside. Sure. Found a hidden drawer. Inside it is a book titled Research Notes. Let's take a look at these research notes. Ah, could this be the mystery of the Druids? Oh. Oh dear. So he upgraded from animal sacrifices to human sacrifices fairly quickly. No, looks like he's become pretty numb to killing now. Six bodies butchered in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, 1 after dinner. To my horror, the image of my resurrected wife displayed in a flower petal looked just as she did before, yet it lacked a human soul. Indeed, it was a monster. Nearly 200 innocent people. Wow, just to try and bring your wife back to life. Yikes. I mean, he did help this guy kill 200 people to bring Patrick's wife back to life and has nothing to show for it except a soulless monster. I'd be bummed too. That's rough, buddy. Oh. I don't think this one has teeth, Spook. Ugh. Look at the way it inches around. Alright, so I think this thing is weak to fire.
So this is Elaine.
Yes. She's the one I had the psychic vision of. Do you doubt it?
Indeed.
Good. Let's begin.
Hello, Elaine.
It has been a long time indeed, Mr. O'Flaherty.
Oh, Elaine is exactly you.
Yes, it is. It is such a pity that we meet again, and I can only present myself to you in this form. This is the woman that responded to my voice, is it not? Thank you for doing this for someone like myself.
Elaine, I haven't yet come to terms. Please tell me how this happened to you.
Of course I will explain. James, 18 years ago, I was murdered by some thieves that broke into my home. I was helpless. Both Patrick and Ogden were out on business. There was nothing that anyone could do.
I will not accept this. This should not have happened.
Yes, Patrick responded the same exact way. He could not accept my death. He spent years and years perfecting his craft in wizardry and tried everything in his power to bring me back to life.
Resurrecting the dead? Is this for real? Hey, we're not talking about Frankenstein here.
Frankenstein?
That novel written about 100 years ago?
He was taking it very seriously. And he had found the key to actually make it happen.
The Emigre Document.
Yes. Ogden's assistance and the powers from ancient druids, he held a resurrection ceremony in this monastery.
But something went wrong, didn't it?
He only resurrected my physical body. As you can see, my soul is still doomed to roaming the universe, forever separated from my body. And the terrifying thing is that my body was resurrected as a heartless monster.
Monster.
Although the monster may look like me, it is not me. Mr. O'Flaherty, please turn my body into ashes with your power.
Ashes? But if I do that, we won't be able to bring you back to life.
Mr. O'Flaherty, I was robbed of my life by those thieves, and I could hate them as mortal enemies. Choose to think that my death, preordained by the law, please do not mourn my death. It was wrong for Patrick to try to resurrect me, to undo the work of God. Please do not be sad. Death is at the heart of God's reasoning. I urge you to destroy my body. Its existence defies the wise providence of heaven. It mustn't exist in this world.
Wait! Elaine! God! Curse! What a cruel world! I gave everything for your happiness, and now what am I left with? I have no meaning in my life. Damn it! What have I been doing with my life? Elaine! Elaine!
Poor guy. He actually did love her, but he didn't have the money or the position to really marry her, so he couldn't. That's why Patrick married her instead. No, not really, Spook. He's just an adventurer. Going out on an adventure. You see a scroll with a picture of a dragon. Above the dragon it reads Hestia. If you remember correctly, that means hearth in Greek. Like this one? I guess not. Empty bottle. I will take it. You see a scale. When you step onto it, it points to 45 kilograms. Okay. Rifle rounds. Oh, I cannot carry any more rifle rounds. Shit, I can't pick up that other item. I really want that other item, but it's not letting me pick it up unless I pick up the rifle rounds. Oh wow, this thing actually lowers my vitality. Can you please... Please! All that for some nuts. Okay, one more cast and it'll be heal level 2. Oh, wait. You see a fireplace, there's no fire burning. You remember the word Hestia written on the scroll. Perhaps you should investigate. There's an opening beneath the fireplace containing a ladder that goes underground. Okay. Oh, Panacea. Alright, Patrick's memo. Note written by Patrick monitoring his weight over a period of several weeks. According to it, Patrick weighed more or less 70 kilograms. Find a scale with a counterweight attached. By adjusting the counterweight, you can change the balance of the scale. 70 kilograms was written on Patrick's memo. Maybe you should adjust the counterweight to that weight. Alright, so if Koudelka is 45 kilograms, we need to add 25? Okay, so I think at this point, I need to go back. I think we need to see Roger again now. What? Oh wait, can't I just... I could just use the door at the top now, can't I?
I know it's here. I saw it here. I put it here. What? Have you come round to see me again?
I want you to look at this.
Research journal.
I want you to tell us whether what's written there can actually happen or not.
Well, let me see. Yes, I see. Oh, that's right. Resurrecting the dead. Ooh, a cauldron. The Branwyn tales, indeed. Yes. It is most likely that the events detailed here did take place.
Just as I thought. But that's so frightening that if
Personally, I have not attempted it. I am certain that the Emigre Document contained accounts of secret rituals conducted to resurrect the dead. But as you can tell from reading this, it involves complicated preparatory work. I've given up discerning the impossibility of using the psychic powers necessary to create such an immense psychic platform. Moreover, I never expected that people would attempt to challenge such a feat.
The journals say that the physical body was resurrected, but not the soul.
Absolutely. The ancients held the secret to life in the palm of their hands. But they could never come close to touching the secrets of the soul. They resurrected the dead in order to use their physical bodies as a workforce, thus building the great civilization we oft-times speak of. In fact, we would not be far off if we called them puppeteers. Exploiting the human body as an object.
If so, then wouldn't
Yes, resurrecting the dead and restoring them to life as it was before death is impossible.
Then how do you return the resurrected bodies again to Earth?
That is a very complicated question, since it already defies universal logic.
Please.
It is no easy task.
Tell me how. It's what Elaine, God rest her soul, wanted.
Right. It is not absolutely impossible, but I would need to call forth the sacred powers in order to complete such a feat. Oh, yes. I know that the arm of Daniel Scotius, the man who built this monastery, is stored in a stone statue on the ground. If we throw that into a cauldron, we successfully destroy the roots of the tree of life. Oh, after that, I haven't a clue whether to call forth the energies of fire or entrust the task to water. It is so complicated.
Fire or water.
What are we going to do?
Oh, Heavenly Father, bless our souls and bring forth an end to this suffering.
Yeah, we've been carrying Daniel's arm this entire game, pretty much. Alright, what's my item count at again? $21. $46. Hey, it's Mr. Upside Down. And he's here to shoot Koudelka again. Oh. Wow, that's actually the first time I've missed this entire run. Oh, what the hell? Oh, maybe he's immune to fire. That could very well be. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Spook. Nearly got killed by crows. So in that case... Okay, I think he just doesn't take damage from fire, which is why they missed. I think in this game, the way it deals with resistance is just, it will not hit whatsoever. Okay, he has now got heal at level 2, which means that anybody close by to the target that he heals will also get healed. Ah, okay. There's a tinderbox. Oh man, you thought Shotgun 2 was cool? Check out Shotgun 6. The latest model featuring pump action loading. It is a mystery, Spook. You see 6 dolls. It looks like the lower four dolls can be moved. Looking at it, it looks like the first and the fourth doll are not facing the right way? You hear something that looks like a lock opening from the next room. Okay. Oh, not dead. Interesting. Ah, nice. Another two-handed sword, it looks like. Right, so let's get rid of the air brooch. Oh, a normal two-handed sword. Okay. That can be useful. It looks like something in the shadows, but you can't see well. Maybe if you lit a candle. Lighting the candle used up your last match. You throw away the now empty tinderbox. Do you want to pick up the item? Yes. You got Life Drinker. Hold on. A necromantic blade that gives its user great powers in battle at the cost of his or her life energy. Neat. Okay, so for this battle, I think that I'm going to equip Edward with Shotgun 6. Check this guy out. Oh, shit. Okay. That's... he absorbs Earth. Okay, so yeah, he absorbs earth. I'm pretty sure wind doesn't work against him. Oh. Okay. You know, this guy has eyes all over his body. Even one coming out of his mouth. Okay, well, we hit him. God damn it. Okay, fire doesn't work either. Okay, that's new. Alright, so wind, earth, and fire all don't seem to work, so I guess geyser? I did manage to hurt it with geyser earlier. Okay, that works. Okay, change of plans. Okay, that didn't really work. But right now, he's far more interested in attacking James than anybody else. And I want to keep it that way. So that Koudelka can pummel him with Geyser. I don't know, maybe they just like upside down enemies. Oh, he actually switched targets there. Can you hurt him, James? There we go. Oh, come on, really? Is he just changing his what he's weak to? Oh, there we go, finally. Ugh. What an annoying boss. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous, Spook. I mean, if I had probably leveled speed a bit more, that probably would have been more bearable, but...
This must be the temple.
There's no way! If I put a bullet through it, it wouldn't budge. What are we gonna do?
How ironic to have made it this far and not have access to the temple.
Koudelka, Edward, you both must go now. It is my friend that is apparently responsible for this disturbance, and therefore I am partially responsible for this trouble. I have no intention of asking for your sympathy, and I'm in no position to plead for your help. So from this point forward, I can manage on my own.
Don't kid yourself. We didn't come along just for your sake.
No, Koudelka, you should go back now. It'll be far too dangerous.
Edward, you're the one who should go home. You were not meant for this world. Granted, you are a good fighter, having had plenty of experience, and I won't deny the fact that you have the killer instinct either. But when all is said and done, you are an average Joe. I am not. I was meant to exist in this realm. It's the only place I can carve out an existence for myself.
Quit lecturing me! I want no part of a lukewarm filled with regret. No. My way is to not worry about consequences, and to do whatever it is I want to do. Chance means nothing to me. Life's a gamble, and once you place your bet, you'd better play to win, or else you end up dead.
Edward, you really are ridiculous.
That's what they tell me.
Do as you like.
That I will.
Oh, suddenly when you feel like it, you decide when you can and cannot open doors?
Wait, there's a way. Remember when we were searching Patrick's mansion? There was various chemicals around. It may take some time, but I think I can combine the chemicals to make nitroglycerin.
Nitroglycerin?
That's great! We're talking powerful explosives here.
For this door, I think we'll need a full flask. Indeed, if I drop the flask before I return, I'll be knocking on heaven's door in a flash.
I go, and it is done. The bell invites me.
Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell. that summons thee to heaven or hell.
Okay, time for the fourth and final disc. Oh, really, Spook? Well, it probably assumes you leveled more evenly than I have. But, you know, having that really high intelligence has paid off for the most part. For both James and Koudelka. Okay, so once again, we're gonna have to do some backtracking. Now, see, the trick to beating Gargoyle is that I'm gonna have to get the Gargoyle Killer Sword, which is a secret item that you can only get a certain way. Something I didn't really talk about because it doesn't really have a whole lot of point to it is that if you save at certain points in time with a certain amount of items, you're actually rewarded with an item. Most of them are irrelevant because they're just... they sound like unique items, but they're actually not. A J-ring. Let's get rid of these antidotes. I don't use them anyway. Poison is really not something I need to worry about. Oh, another Earth J-ring. Holy shit! Why does that work so well for him? Wow. It lowers intelligence by 1, but it gives him 10 piety and 8 more mind. Wow. Okay, well, that's a lot of pie for James. Koudelka is actually tied on both intelligence and pie, which is nice. Okay, so what we're going to need is a bottle of acid to make the nitroglycerin that James needs. There's only one place we can get acid. You got a bottle of acid. A Galahad sword. Cool. Oh. Shit, I got all turned around. James has decided to remain in the laboratory in order to mix nitroglycerin.
I'm going to begin my work. Can you two wait for me here?
And then, what happened to the girl Melanie?
She was gone the next morning. She left with practically everything in the room.
You don't have much luck with women, do you?
Well, you know what they say. The cleanest breakup is when a woman runs out on you.
What a loser statement. Oh, but you're lucky. I mean, to have so many people to kid around with. For me, I'm all alone. I've been all alone all my life.
What about your childhood?
Yes, I did have a childhood. I was born in a small town in Wales, right off the banks of the Tulesian River. It was a small gypsy town.
Gypsy?
That's right, gypsy. And we didn't call ourselves gypsy. We called ourselves Rom. See, a true gypsy is born under the blue sky and is destined to die under the same blue sky. It's gypsy law.
So then I guess you plan on dying underneath the blue skies.
Every gypsy is given a name at birth. My given name was Slato.
Slato? It's got a strange resonance to that name. What does it mean?
I can't tell you.
That too must be part of the law.
The law, it is.
You know, ever since I met you, enigmatic, mysterious glint in your eyes. Man, it must be the gypsy in you. A glance from thy soul-searching eye can raise with hope, depressed with fear.
Byron again?
Yeah.
You must really like him, don't you?
Yes. So I feel as though we're birds of a feather.
Then he must be self-obsessed as well.
I'd rather be classified as a romantic. My father was a strict man. He couldn't forgive his son for failing academically. He blamed my failure on the time I wasted inventing adventures, dreaming of a utopian landscape. I was brought up to believe that dreams, the power of the imagination, as well as all the things I loved as a child, were useless, complete waste of time. It was as if he was telling me I was useless. And again, maybe just that. Well, I think I was probably born too late. By the time I was 15, everything there was to be done had already been done. The Western territories were colonized. The jungles had been explored. There was no wilderness for me to wander into. No jungles for me to cut my way through. I guess that's how I ended up roaming the country. Well, granted, I picked a few fights along the way, played with fire, gambled on my life a few times. But none of that comes close to the truth I'm searching for. I yearn for something far greater. I can't quite explain myself, but it's as though I'm on a quest for some intangible treasure of sorts. Koudelka, I envy you. You have psychic powers that few are blessed with. And being born a gypsy, you can choose to live how you wish.
And who gave you the right to act as if you figured me out?
Oh.
Do you have any idea how I was raised? You make me laugh. Adventures. Please, you haven't the slightest clue. Do you have any idea how much pain my psychic powers have brought me? My father died when I was only a child. I predicted the exact time, place, and ending of my father's life. Imagine that, predicting your own father's death. You know, I was cursed as a child, being given powers not meant for a child. And my mother, oh, she was so frightened and so full of hatred for me. She tried to kill me with her very hands. The gypsy elders got together and decided to excommunicate me. I was only 9 then. Do you have any idea how a 9-year-old child survives without the help of a living soul? Treasures, you must be joking. Have you ever cried and begged for your next meal? Did you ever sell your body, seeking shelter from the frigid night air? I used to be just like Charlotte. When she cried and said, "No one has ever loved me." Oh, her words cut straight through me. It was me she was talking about. Just like her, I wish that everybody would die and harbored a hatred for all mankind. But you see, Charlotte has made her peace and gone to heaven. Me, I'm still alive and still all alone. No one has ever lent a helping hand. No one.
Koudelka, you?
I'm not as free as you make me out to be. I am a poor, dirty, ignorant woman who threw her gypsy pride to the dogs in order to live. But you see, even someone like me can do good. Because with my powers, I can help ease the pain of others.
Maybe you should sit back down, Koudelka.
I don't need to be loved. I just want my life to have some meaning. And just want someone to tell me they need me. You. No way will you ever understand.
Jesus Christ, Edward, you really opened the floodgates there.
It's done. It's completed.
Well, that was interesting. Anyway, so to get the Gargoyle Killer sword, I'm gonna have to save at a permanent save point at exactly 11 hours, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds, and I need to have a specific number of items in my inventory in order to get it. I think one of the item numbers that I have to have is 43. I have no idea. It's just a thing in this game. There's one for like one at the 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second. Wait, was it? Yeah. Same for like the second hour, the third hour. It's not for every single hour, but the highest it goes up to is like 22 hours. At 22 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds, with like 43 items, the last item you can get is Roger's Cane, or Roger's Staff, which boosts intelligence by like 100, I think? Something like that. Nice shot, Edward. Okay, so that door's been blasted open. Alright, I'm actually going to make this a separate save, just to be safe. Alright, so let me go make sure that I can still get back to the church from this point on. I'm pretty sure I can. I think the only thing that would stop me from getting back is the point of no return, where we go ahead and burn Daniel's arm in the cauldron. But just to be safe, let's go make sure. Okay, so I can still get back to the church. Good. Uh, the gargoyle just showed up. It's... I don't know. It's magic. I ain't gotta explain shit, basically. Alright, so this is gonna be a good place to stop for now. I am gonna have to work on my spell usage. Particularly heal for both mages. Having some of the fortifies might be useful, I'm not sure. Potentially reflect, and I definitely need to work on getting her attack spells at least all to level 2, and maybe at least having one level 3. Level 2 means that I think the power increases a little, and then the spell will hit an enemy plus anything close to it, like a space next to it. And then I think at level 3, it hits the entire enemy field. And same for heal, except it heals all allies instead of just ones that are one space away. So for Koudelka, all I really need to do for her is raise her agility and her vitality. Edward, I could probably do with raising his HP a little bit more, and then focus on raising his piety to increase his magic defense, and maybe his agility. And then James, probably the same for him, agility and vitality, same as Koudelka. Anyway, so I'm going to work on that. I'm going to try and get the Gargoyle Axe, which I need to get at 11 hours, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. And then, hopefully, we'll be ready to fight the Gargoyle, and then move to the end of the game. So, goodbye.